Hey paper crafters, thank you so much for joining me today. I love that you took the time to pop by my channel, check out the video that I've got going, and hopefully stay and poke around a little bit. I'm really excited to be able to offer some videos now and then and share my love of paper crafting. So I hope you find something that you enjoy and come back to see me another time. Bye-bye. Hey paper crafting friends, thanks for tuning in today. I am ready to share a layout featuring the March 2021 Kiwi Club Kit, and this is going to be my calendar layout for this month's kit. So you can see I've already been cutting into this paper a bit, but this is the palette that I'm going to be using for the video today. So I've got this really fun print that has the watering cans on it. Yes, I know it's sideways. So it's got all of the different colors that I would maybe want to pull into this layout, which is nice. It's got this really fun, it almost looks like a brick paper, but it's a really deep, deep blue with a white design on it. There's this fun turquoise with just a light square kind of grid pattern on it, and then another deep blue. So clearly that's what I was drawn to this time. It just feels really rich, and I love this. So my canvas for today, I said, is going to be the calendar. I always have people ask me where I get these. I get comments every time. So this is a calendar from Close to My Heart. I want to say they're $12.95. There is a link in the comments. They're in the description box, so you are welcome to check there. I always take a piece of, it's probably pretty close to about 3 by 12 paper, and I go straight across, and I'll show you why. I already did it on this one. These come pre-printed with this box on here. I'm not a fan, so I just cover it up with a white strip and then do some kind of a border on here, and then I'll stamp the month, and that works out really well for me. So let me get back to kind of the page that I'm going to be working on today. Let me grab some templates and figure out exactly how I want to attack this thing this time, and we'll get going. All right, so I definitely like to pull in the templates for the month when I can. So you'll notice right away that I've got the watering pot pulled in, thinking that that's going to go down here in the corner. That is the reverse direction of it, but I want it to be kind of in this way. I've also got this month's houseplant, just kind of tucking behind this photo and filling in some space there. The border that I'm going to use for this month's calendar is Madison Avenue. This one is 3A. And I'm thinking that I could use the alternate piece of it, so the 3B, down on that strip where the days are. And I'll show you that as I get going on it, okay? I've used Streamers 3, and I have this pulled down a little bit further than it naturally goes with the template. So I'll need to make sure when I trace that I make it a little extra long and just scoot that up. So I do want it to come down almost to the spiral binding on this calendar, okay? That's gonna allow me to use that Streamers 3 template to back 2 4x4 photos, okay? So I definitely want that space. This one is a 4x5, so that fits really nicely there. And then coming out from the side, this is Expressions 3. And this particular template I have just really been a fan of lately. I love the shape with some of the sentiment cards. So I'm hoping I can find something that'll be just right for that. So this is the basic idea. I don't know what my thing was with 3 today. We've got Madison Avenue 3, Expressions 3, and Streamers 3. Whoop, whoop. I don't know, there must be something going on. So let me start making some paper choices, and I'll pop back on and show you how this is coming together. All right, so I did go ahead and cut both Madison Avenue 3A and 3B. I'm just gonna set the 3B aside for now. but 3/8 is going to go right up here across the top. And I am going to need this hole here that's for hanging the calendar, but I just punch it later. And that's been working out fine for me. Here's the piece that I cut using the Streamers 3. And you'll see, let me just show this to you. Here's the template on top of it. And I did go, I don't know, not a lot more, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. And I just left it straight at that end because I'm going to be tucking it underneath that border. Okay, so that's just going to come down something like this. I chose that really beautiful turquoise that goes so well with this for my photo mat color. So I've got those 2 mats on there. Those are the 4x4s. And I use the same paper for this 4x5. Okay, so just a really pretty palette this time. Alrighty, the watering can, I ended up cutting out of a sentiment card. This one says, "Home is not a place, it's a feeling." So I was able to cut the main body of the watering pot out of that. And then I used the reverse side of this watering can paper. On the back side, it's this little bit darker turquoise with some little flowers on it. And I just traced and cut the spout and the handle just to add some detail. So when you look at the back side of this, you can see that I went a little bit into the handle just so I'd have something to attach this new layer to, if that makes sense. I didn't need to cut the whole thing twice, but just enough to have something to attach to. Same thing with the watering spout. So I just went a little bit so I had something to attach it to. And look at how cute that is. All right, and then up here for this Expressions 3, I was able to use this one on this sentiment card. It says Plant Love. And March is definitely a time that we are out starting to trim bushes, you know, clean up from the winter storms and that kind of thing. So I think I'll have plenty of plant and home-based things for this calendar when I'm ready to put it together. As far as the houseplant pieces, I cut a couple. So I had some print left from a sentiment card that I had cut apart. So I've got that one. And then I didn't have any more of that, but I found just out of my stash a green that went really well. And I think I'm going to do another little sprig for that plant just down here. And I just kind of like the way that balances and pulls that green. Okay. So that's the basic layout for this calendar. So again, if you're not a calendar person, of course this could just be a one-page layout, or expand that idea out and you could turn it into 2 very easily. Just as an aside, after I kind of thought this through, I was thinking for a future layout, I really want to do like a watering can up at the top with like sprinkles of water coming out of it. And coming down into some pictures of plants or something. I haven't thought that quite through yet, but if I figure it out, I'll share. So that's the basic idea for that. I want to move my camera up a little bit so I can show you what this would look like with the bottom section done as well. And then I'll get everything taped down and take some final pictures for you. All right, so here's that lower section. And again, it's just that Madison Avenue 3B. So cut at the same time as I did the top one. And then for this, I went ahead and just did that houseplant a la carte. I traced it one time, but then just cut it in the middle and made those 2 pieces. Okay. The final touch was just a little strip of the really deep blue paper, just to kind of give something to ground the plants on and to tie it in to this deep blue that's up here. So I always, you want to echo those colors across, make sure that you've got some unifying features, right? So that is the calendar layout for this month. Things that I will probably pop up would be these houseplant pieces, the watering can, and that may be it. I want to go ahead and leave these flat, I think, because I want to have them tucked behind this little strip. So hopefully this gives you some ideas and you can get going on a calendar of your own. Thanks again for tuning in to watch today. I hope that you are having an awesome day, whatever you're up to, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.